everybody, welcome back, and today's video is something completely different. It has been a while, I'm sorry. To explain why I was gone for such a long time is because I felt like the channel was dying, so I kinda gave up. But then a video kinda touched my heart, my little 15-year-old heart, and made me feel how special again. So I went back to my roots from YouTube, which was literally just a bunch of Warframe. So that's today's video, but not like a mashup or anything different. It's mainly just me talking about old Warframe, because I played this game about 4 years ago, and not that many people remember what it was like. So I'm gonna break it down for you, okay? Well, technically, 3 years ago is when big changes were happening, but 4 years ago, and there's not much going on. So technically, the first thing I'm going to tell you is if you played 3 or 4 years ago, you probably remember when you had to slide jump and hit with your melee to get places. People who play the game now are so spoiled. They don't know how struggling it was, okay? On top of that, we did not have a bullet jump. If you fell off a cliff, you couldn't just bullet jump and glide back onto it. No, you were screwed, and you had to go wait for someone to revive you. On top of that, does no one else remember that when your character died in a mission, it wasn't like you could just revive yourself? After 4 revives, you cannot use that Warframe again. You had to go get a different Warframe. Like, if you died 4 times in one mission, that Warframe was over. Like, you couldn't take it anywhere if you were going to die. You had to bring a different Warframe with you. So, I mean, it was kind of okay, because it made you play different Warframes and, you know, experience out your boundaries. The people now they don't understand the struggle. And I don't feel like anyone else remembers back in, like, October 2012. Like, I wasn't playing then, you know, but I kind of was. There was, like, 8 people, like, 8 characters in the game. And nobody remembers the fact is that there was no Equinox, there was like no Trinity Prime, no Ember Prime, there was like no primes at the time. There was literally just Excalibur, Rhino, Loki, Mag, Ember, Trinity, Ash, and Volt. That was it. Literally. And then by November 2014, so many more characters popped up out of nowhere, like, kid you not. But when I started playing, these characters were already here for me, because I played like in 2013, so I was like a month, like it was Christmas time, like it was really close when they dropped, so yeah, I had to wait a whole year, but whatever. But besides that, not that many people even understand the whole thing, is that nobody remembers that whole thing where, you see this? You see this little chat? Literally, nobody else remembers how peaceful it was. Lotus, really? Sorry. Nobody else remembers how peaceful the chat was before, spammers, cursing people. Like, I kid you not. This, like, clan chat, with your clan in it, of course. But, like, where is it? The region chat, it's peaceful somewhat now. But it used to be so peaceful. Like, D did not have to sit there and put up no profanity, no cursing, no sexual harassment, or like stuff, not sexual, like verbal harassment, and like stuff like that in the chat, because people weren't disgusting back then. That's when people were just nice to each other. They would give you 300 platinum if you were nice to them. Like, kid you not, like, I remember one of my old friends from one of my very, very old clans, like, recently, gifted me a very nice thing, and I was so grateful because I was broke at the time. But he like gifted me it, and he says, for being a really old friend in Warframe. And I'm like, well, would you look at that? People still remember me from like 2013. But it's a shock because not that many people remember how old this game is. People think this game came out like a year ago. Like, no, this is old. There was no cinematic quest, mind you. There was no new movement 2.0. There was no advanced movement. It was just slide jump. Like, you had to slide, jump, and then hit to get places. Depending how much speed was on your weapon, you could go farther. Depending how fast your Warframe was, you can go even farther. So people really were just building for speed on everything. Also, movement, like not movement, damage 2.0, melee 2.0, all these updates to these weapons today, not that many people realize, like, why are they gonna nerf that weapon? Why they do that weapon didn't even exist back then? So hush. If you played the game back then, there was very few weapons. Like Equinox didn't exist. This armor did not exist. The Vicar Heck, I think it exists. I think. I'm not sure. That little Regula that exists on my PC then transferred to, like, the console version. You know, like, these glyphs on the wall didn't exist. This Lisette version right here, like, hold up. Not that many people remember, but if you see this, like, all of this right here did not exist. Not a single bit. Like, as soon as you got to here, that was not there at all. Like, it literally stopped right here, like, right where this wall is, like, on that, like, gap right there. This was right flush here. There was a weird white background. Like, if you go into the Tenno room, you can see they moved it. But it was this white stuff, like that little, weird orchid, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna just call it the plant. It used to be behind a little glass wall, and it still had all of this here, except there was just a little glass wall and then a little weird, like, plant there. And that was it. There was no extra to your arsenal, okay? There was nothing else. Arsenal? Sorry. Your landing craft. I can't think today. There was nothing else extra to your Lisette. It was just that. And people complained the crap out of it. They're like, you know, I get, like, a new, like, ship, but you expect it to be different in size. What a lot of people thought. Like, I think the Mantis came out, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, we're getting a new, like, ship UI. We're getting this whole new layout. And then when they equipped it, they noticed it was the exact same doggone thing, and they got extremely butthurt. And I was like, you expect them to make a whole new, like, layout for a whole new ship that not that many people are actually gonna buy? I don't think it's worth it. Lots the most. I hate it. One minute you're excited, next minute you're irritated. Like Equinox, I was more happy to farm for Equinox 3 times. 3 times, not like a whole 3 times. I made her the first time. I was garbage back then, so I deleted her. Made her again, deleted her. Then I made her again, I think, a year and a half ago, and I've kept her this time because I'm not farming her again. But does anyone else remember when you had to, like, farm her parts for hours and hours and hours? So you got a full day set and a full night set. They had to make both sets at the same time, because if you didn't, it would be like 9 days of a frame, which no one is going to wait for. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, that. On top of that, most people also, like, forget that literally there's very little missions in the game. Very little missions in the game. Like, wow. There was, like, nothing back then. And it was sad. Like, I'm not even going to complain. Like, there was not that much back then at all. Like, it was very insignificant when it came to, like, these missions. Like, the defections, the infestations, all these other things. Like, literally, excavation, survival, mobile defense, hijack, interception, hive, sabotage, invasion, dark sector conflicts, and conclave did not even exist. I'm not even kidding you. They were in their own different ways, but they did not exist. They were their own, like, invisible things in the world. They did not exist in the game, and everyone, all of a sudden, when these missions dropped, everyone dropped all their crap that they were farming just to go get these missions unlocked, in case everything else dropped on these missions. Like, kid you not. Oh, does anyone else remember the gift from Lotus? Like, it would happen, like, what, every 2 weeks? Because I do. If you're watching this, please, bring them back. Like, literally, I can speak for the whole community. We miss them. We miss the Catalyst blueprint alerts. I'm not even kidding. What happened? There used to be like 3 every 2 weeks. Like, there'd be 3 in a whole week, and you got 3 catalysts, and then you would use them, and then wait a whole another 3 weeks or 2 to get them again. But it made it so you didn't always have to spend platinum unless you were that desperate to go do that. Same with reactors. So I think those were like 4 weeks apart, because, you know, Warframes and all that, but it was different. But not that many people remember that, because guess what? They're gone. Not like they've not shown up lately, but like, they're not in the game as much as they should. I was like, wait, where's the catalysts and the reactors? They show up so very little now that it makes me want to go spend money. Like, I don't want to do that. Oh, don't even let me remind you this garbage chat over here for trading. Not saying it's terrible. I'm talking about the fact that everyone's evil. I'm not even kidding. Like, you could be on a budget, and if you'd be like, no, I want this platinum, get out. And they have so much platinum, they're just so spoiled. They won't even give it up to someone who really needs it. Like, they hog it. Get off this chat, it's disgusting. They're just spoiled people, and it makes me nauseous. Back then, when I was playing and I was trading garbage weapons, like the Lex, when I was trading it wasn't garbage. When I was trading it, I could get 102 platinum, and I did. And this person said, I don't have all the parts, but just, like, would you give me the platinum anyway? I was nice. I said, sure, I'll do that for you. And I did. And I gave him the platinum and got the Lex, farmed the part by myself, and got the Lex Prime. And of course, I deleted it because it was garbage. Man, I really need to get the Lex Prime when it comes, like, eventually, when, like, Borrow brings it. But besides that, not that many people notice the fact is that as the years progressed, Warframe has gone from a really nice community to everyone just complaining. Like, I'm not even kidding. When Equinox dropped, everyone's like, oh, this transgendered Warframe, and I'm just like, it's a girl. We all know it's a girl. Or is it a guy? I think it's a girl, and it's gonna stay that way for me. But besides that, I don't want to hear it. People sitting there and be like, it's disgusting. It's a Warframe. It's not a human, you ignoramus. If it was a human, then it would be something different. It's a character, and literally. And so many people, and I can even agree with them, I got triggered when Valkyrie got nerfed for like the 7th time in a whole year. Like, are you kidding me? She went from being, I'm the best, like #1 up there in damage rate, to now like number 4 and 3. Like, it's so hurtful. I'm like, you ruined my favorite Warframe. I don't main her, she's just my favorite. You ruined her. She doesn't do enough damage. You need to have fleeting expertise on her. Plus that, you need to go for full-on, like, it's just annoying. But what really hit it for me is when it was, like, update 8, like, May 2013, like, Sentinels were added to Warframe, and they were there for, the Tenno, well, us, and it was so cool, because there wasn't any companions back then. Like, there was actually nothing. And I was so happy, because my very first Sentinel was Carrier. And all my friends are like, I got Carrier Prime. I'm like, no, I have my Kavat. She gives me red crits. That's all I literally need, okay? And she alerts me when enemies are coming, so I can get headshots with the Neil, or the Nell, whatever you call it. I'm gonna call it the Kelly Clarkson, because it's just funny. But just, in general, so many people who play the game Warframe now are just stuck up and do not understand what the other old players in the game had to go through to get here. They complain that they'll never, like, get to, I'm Master Rank 14, that's because I actually got good, like, 2.5 years ago, so, for 2 years I was stupid. But, I've probably been, like, Master Rank, 20 by now, because I've been playing the longest, besides my whole group of friends, because I dragged them into it. But besides that, so many people complain. Like, I remember I was in this mission, and this guy, he joined my dojo, so I took him with me, and he made his key. The day later, he, joined me and sat down, and then we were talking in, like, the little chat thing, and he was literally sitting there, he was like, I hate the fact that all these, like, other players want to rub it in their faces that they have mastery rank and, their weapons. Look, the only reason why people care so much about mastery rank right now is that if you're above, like, 20, you've been playing either for a long time, or you just have a lot of weapons. Or you have a bunch of weapons you had and deleted, just for mastery. That's what that means. Mastery rank does not mean anything. By the time you get past, like, mastery rank 13, you don't really need to get any higher in mastery rank. Like, kid you not, you really don't. But people do it anyway, so, I'm gonna do it too, regardless. But, like, people take it too doggone, like, oh my gosh, they take it so far. Like, I remember I was having the argument, this person said, no, mastery rank means everything. I'm like, clearly you haven't played the game long enough. Mastery rank was to know what mastery level you were to equip a weapon, okay? A certain weapon, not to flaunt how long you've been playing the game for, okay? Because I could have been mastery rank 1 and would have had all these things if I bought them, okay? Kid you not, I could. But would I? No. Also, on top of that, why do so many people always complain about the whole game, talk about it's pay to win? Yes, it's pay to win. That's their point. It's a free game. How do you think they're making their money? It's almost as stupid as going up to Destiny 2. I'm like, oh, it's a pay to win. It's not a pay to win, okay? If it was pay to win, you know how many people would, like, be level 400 right now? There'd be like no point of doing a DLC to level up and grind gears. There wouldn't be no point to go do a raid. You could just go spend $20 on Destiny 2 or Destiny and buy stuff. It's not worth it. And people complain so much about it. It's sad. On top of that, so many people love to complain about the whole fact about, what was it? Ooh, about the Nidus update. I don't know why people were upset about that. They're like, you know, his damage drop off. Look, when a Warframe gets too strong, they have to nerf it, no matter what. If they don't nerf it, then that Warframe will be overpowered than every other Warframe. Remember at the time when Saren was like press 4 to win? People couldn't stand the living crap out of her. So they nerfed her, but gave her a rework. She's okay, but I don't play her, because I just don't really like Saren that much. I just got her from Mastery and kept her. You know? Another frame to play sometime. On top of that, more people just... A lot of the new players get on my nerves for only one reason. They take things too seriously, and then they get extremely irritated when they can't get to certain planets, when they can't do this, or they can't do that, or they can't do a cinematic quest because they're not this, or they're not that. Look, it's called you play the game. Same as you play any other game. Don't you have to level up in that game? Yes. Yes, you do. If there's no point leveling up in the game, then what's the point of the game? Like, there is no point. It's like a mini rant right now. It's like, the new players don't understand the struggle that old players had to go through. Instead, the new players just want to complain and think they're better because they can buy crap and level up quicker than we did, because we struggled with very little weapons and very little warframes and very little anything. Okay? If it wasn't for us, this game would not really exist. Like PC, they contributed for this game to be brought to PS4. They contributed all of it. Like, they really did. Like, if it wasn't for those people saying, hey, this game is free, I'll try it out, and liking it, and spending money, and, like, putting it out there, Warframe would not exist. Plains of Eidolon, the update in progress, would not exist. Nothing would exist. Okay? This game would be a figment of your imagination. Equinox would be nothing but a speck of dust, and DE would have to go find a whole new game to make and put out there, because Warframe didn't work because no one clicked on it. But the good thing is people like the game, and that's the very little thing that happens these days. People don't want to play free games because they think it's garbage. But Warframe was probably one of the very first free games on PS4 that really touched a little special part of my heart. Because the fact that it was free and it was fun is very rare on PS4. There is like like a small little Minecraft chest of games that are free, and there's like 4 or 5 slots in there. That's it. PS3, there was a lot of free games that were good, and there's a lot of games who cost like, what, $4, and they were amazing. But like on PS4, most games cost PlayStation Plus to play online, you know, things like that. And then when you find a game that doesn't require that, so if you don't run on your like subscription, you can still play online with your friends. Warframe was one of those games at the time, because I didn't have any PlayStation Plus, but I still wanted to play a game and online and have fun. So I looked at free games on the system. Warframe popped up as number 1. I downloaded it and gave it a try, and is what started my actual channel. That's why it has a special heart, a special place in my heart, because it was the very first game. Oh wait, no, Minecraft was actually, because I did Minecraft slideshows in the very beginning of my YouTube channel. But besides that, like, kid you not, it was Minecraft and Warframe that started my channel. And if it wasn't for Minecraft and Warframe, this channel wouldn't exist, nor would Alfie's Kingdom be a YouTube name or a brand. Well, not even a brand. But people know my channel by Alfie's Kingdom, even though my name is kind of really close to Alfie, which is another YouTuber. I need to change my name eventually. People don't understand the amount of hatred and love that goes into a game, okay? People take games, like for me when Minecraft, when people weren't like talking about certain things, or when things weren't working out, I get irritated. But I would still play if it was buggy, no matter what. Same with Warframe. Bug or not, bug free, bug not free. You know, I'd still play, regardless. But people would complain if there was a little slight, like a hair out of line. Just one, like a little baby hair, like one small like one hair, just out of line. People would flip in the forums and be like, this needs to be nerfed right now. And then the rest of us just like, leave it alone. Like, people like you are ruining, you're ruining it for the rest of us, okay? When Nidus dropped, amazing. Then he got slightly nerfed, he's still good. Limbo, oh my gosh, I've never been so disappointed in a nerf in my entire life. Like, why? Just why? He went from actually doing good damage at level 100s for me. Now I have to go forma him. I gotta put special mods in. No, I shouldn't have to do that on a Warframe to make it do damage in high levels. Equinox, I put no time into her, and I can still kill level 150s, no problem, okay? I really have. I put them to sleep, shoot them in the head. That is it. It's no effort. Not even a lick of it, okay? It's just people get frustrated too doggone easily. It was like, only Minecraft and Warframe were the only two games I play. And then when I told people that, like, literally, the only reason why you probably remember these names, Xander, Victor, John, Monkey, Squirtle, all these people, I sucked into this game. Kid you not, I played it, and then with my little young self, I was like, oh, hello, why don't we all play Warframe together? As innocent as I was, okay? Like, 7th grade? 7th grade, I was sitting there, and I was like, you know, let's all play together. So then they were just like, okay. So then I made them download it, then in an hour, they got on. They started off lowest level as me, because it's like, what, Master Rank 1, all my friends were like 0. So I got to 3, they got to like 2, then I got to 4, they were still at 2, then I got to 5, and they were still at 2, and then they all started building their way up very easily. And if I asked them the same questions, was it a struggle playing the game back then as it is now? They would probably all say yes, because back then the game was not, user-friendly. It really was not user-friendly, okay? You would lag on missions with even the best internet. People would leave you in missions, people would spam you, people would report you, a lot of things. Like, people would just randomly report you. The whole thing is that back then, people were very evil to this game. Like, very. They left negative comments without trying it. They hated on the game without trying it. They never really gave it a shot. If it wasn't for me giving this game a shot, this channel wouldn't exist, to be really honest with you. It would just be a bunch of Minecraft tutorials that were trash, to be honest, okay? Because Minecraft made this channel. It was the very first actual... Like, I remember I was watching my old this turned into a very sentimental, like, rant. But, like, kid you not, it's like very little things, you know? Things that contributed to this game being the way it is today is literally thanks to PC. If it wasn't for PC, Plains of Adelon would not exist. Cinematic Quest would not exist. Nothing would exist, as I said before. None of this would, at all. And there'd be probably another terrible free game out on the market for you to play. And there wouldn't be a free game out there that has a great community of people on console, PS4, well, console, PS4, wow, PC, PS4, and Xbox. All those communities are literally bundled up into one, and we're all a great community because we all leave our feedback, and D does the best to get back to it, okay? It might not be the way you wanted it, but it always turns out somewhat good, okay? Just things like that. It's just the new users of Warframe just piss me off. Like, when people join me when they're new, I do the best to help them, because I care. But, like, if you're old and you're garbage and you're talking smack about me because I have fleeting expertise and you don't because you're looking at a build picture I sent to my friend and you're also in the party so you checked, I don't want to hear your mouth. Because you're jealous. Because then that tells me you didn't try hard enough. You didn't put the time in. I put well over probably like 600 hours into this game. Okay? Almost 1,000 hours. And I would sit on this game for hours and hours just farming. And people don't get that. When you like a game so much, you will do anything to have fun, no matter what. Like, literally, when this game was getting boring, we were finding new ways. We would do racing competitions, hide and seek, Tenno, like when the whole Second Dream came out, you do Tenno spies where you just run out as a Tenno and see who would survive. Recently, I've done a dancing competition with Tenno, who looks the best while dancing, you know, stupid stuff like that. And it's like people don't want to do that now because they're salty and bitter, and it's just that toxic part of the community. It's just the only problem, that it's just annoying. Because people want to say, you know, D's garbage, this game is trash, it could be better, it's changing. Yes, Warframe is changing. Yes, sometimes for the worse, yes, sometimes for the better. In my opinion, the new update, Plains of Eidolon, I think it'd be a great update. I just don't know how they're going to do the whole open world thing, but I give my faith to them that this game won't suck. Because if it does end up being garbage, I'm still going to play it, but I'm not going to have as much fun as I have in the past. But, kid you not, I'm going to give you a little tip to do. If you ever self-doubt playing Warframe, like you're getting anywhere, like on console PS4, well, for PS4, take a screenshot of the stuff you had a long time ago, like very beginning, and look at your stuff now. I looked at a video from 2015, and I have never been so surprised how I went from being a Master Rank 2 Excalibur with MK1 weapons to an Excalibur with a Vacor Heck, a Sancti Magistar, Jack-a-Tag, Octavia, Nidus, Mesa, like Valkyrie Prime, Trinity Prime, soon to be Ash Prime, Rhino Prime, all these, well, not Rhino Prime yet, but all these frames, and people say not good enough for the game, or they're too tired to try. You're not too tired to try, you're just lazy, okay? It's just the new players. They don't put any effort, and if they do put effort, good for you. But if you're new in the game and you're just complaining that it's hard, or these junctions are annoying, well, yes, they are very annoying, because back then you would just taxi people to a certain place, and that was it. Like, kid you not, you would just taxi someone to a planet, that was it. I mean, it still works now, man. I gotta do a junction to get a quest. That's the only problem, okay? That's what the old players will have in your face. That's why you get every planet and unlock every node before updates like this happen, because then it's all set up for you, so when a new update comes out, you already get the quest and you don't have to go do the mission, unless things change. But this video's gone on long enough, and conclusion, like I said before, just like, if you're playing Warframe and you're new, take a screenshot now, and in a month, I want you to take another screenshot and do a side-by-side comparison. And think to yourself, do you really want to keep playing Warframe, or do you want to delete it off your system and never look at it again? Because if you do put real effort into Warframe, you should be well above Master Rank 5 in a month. You should be well above using MK1 anything. You should probably have, like, what, some prime weapon by now? Probably, an Ash, like, a better anything. Things like that. You can't give up on a game because it's too tough, okay? Give it a try. That's the moral of this rant, okay? The new players need to stop complaining, be grateful that the game is here, and that people like us have made the game somewhat fun, and if not, a great experience for you, because for me, it's been a great experience. I don't doubt a single day playing Warframe, not once, okay? Even, like, we were in a hotel and the internet was garbage, I would literally get my phone and put hotspot on so I could go play Warframe. Like, that was it. Even if I was playing offline, just Warframe, because it was the highlight of my day. It was a fun thing to do. And the more people find that one special game, like for me, Minecraft also, the better, you know, the communities for that game will be. It's just, like, people need to give Warframe a try instead of hating on it. Like, if you really don't like the game, I get it. Like, if you tried it, don't like it. But if you've not played this game once, and you say it's trash, I don't believe you, because I feel like you're just lazy and you don't want to try. So give the game a try first before you hate on it. That's all I have to say, and goodbye. And if you liked it, share it around. It's up to you. Not really gonna ask for likes or for you to share it, just for your honest opinion. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.